Hey everybody, it's Andy with Next Play Records, and this video is special. It's a contest entry into my brother's contest, Show Your 71s. He's doing a contest to celebrate 500 subscribers, which he's well past now, and he's been posting videos for 10 years, so it's another milestone. He hasn't been showing your normal VC videos where you get on camera for 10 years. I mean, it's not even a year, I don't think, so he's had a big jump in subscribers ever since he's done that, and he's joined the live streams and things like that. Knows so much about music. Most of my musical taste and knowledge comes from him and my other brother, Luke's Grooves. So I think that there'll be tons of records in my 1971 albums that I only know about or I fell in love with because of Zach. So this is a special video. I'm not going to do it in particular order. I got a stack of 10. He wants you to show 5 or 10. Here we go. First one from 1971, released in 1971, is The Doors, my favorite Doors album, L.A. Woman. I'm not going to talk a lot about these records because I've shown them in other, vinyl finds or other contests and things like that. But anybody who knows The Doors knows this is one of their most bluesy albums. That's probably why I like it the best. So 1971 release, The Doors, L.A. Woman. Next one I have is this is a psychedelic rock UK band, Jade Warrior. This was released in 1971. This is different than a lot of stuff in my collection. I've ton of jazz, ton of country, classic rock. This has definitely a different sound to it, but I love it. It's a very bold and a cool rock sound. So happy to have it. 1971 release, Jade Warrior. I believe it's a self-titled album, so it's a good one. Next one I have is a Bluegrass record. It was released in 1971 when Keith Whitley and Ricky Skaggs were just young bucks. And this is Second Generation Bluegrass by Keith Whitley and Ricky Skaggs. I showed this on a Vinyl Finds not too long ago, so not going to go too much into it. But awesome 1971 release that got these guys rolling in their career before they went on to more of a country music career in the 80s. So there you go, 1971. I can't tell you how young they were. I'm sure it was young 20s. I would say 21, 22 years old probably here. So there you go. Take a look at it on the Rebel label, 1971. Most people think it's one of the best years in music of all time. Probably agree if you look at all the ones that I'm not even including in this video because everybody's been showing them. You got Led Zeppelin 4, which I'm not going to talk about. Even more some Bob Dylan stuff. But what do I have next? Okay, this one was not released in 1971, but it was performed in 1971. This is the Young Shakespeare concert that was just put out on vinyl, where Neil Young did a live set on January 22nd, 1971 at the Shakespeare Theater in Stratford, Connecticut. So I might be breaking Zach's rules because it's not technically an album that was released in 1971, but it was performed in 1971 live. Neil Young, Young Shakespeare. Next one I have is the only jazz album in the stack for me, and it is Journey to Sachedonata, Alice Coltrane, 1971, boom, on Impulse. Again, this is a different style jazz than most of my hard bop blue note in my collection, and my Riverside, and my just all the hard bop labels that I have. But this one here, it'll bring you on a journey, just like it says. Very spiritual. Pharoah Sanders on the saxophone and a couple other instruments. Just brings definitely a different mood and journey through the music. It's a good album. It's not one that I'll listen to all the time, but it's one that it's essential if you're a jazz fan. One of her best for sure. 1971, yes sir. This was definitely passed down from Zach, and this is Mickey Newberry, 1971. Frisco, Maple, Joy, unbelievable. He's kind of got an Elvis sound. That's just a more country version of an Elvis voice. Love the songs on here. He does the American Trilogy, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. Love his version. Just Frisco Depot, what a great song. But this is when country music was really becoming popular in that folky leaning to the country music. You know, you had these guys that were doing the folk, maybe Glenn Campbell, Mickey Newberry, and then you had the outlaw guys coming up with Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, all those guys. So Mickey Newberry, Frisco Mabel Joy, what a great record. 1971 release. This one Zach showed. I can't do this video without showing it because it's probably my favorite from 1971, non Led Zeppelin 4. But there you go, John Hartford, Aeroplane. Such a good album. Hippie grass, as Zach calls it. It's got a bluegrass. Definitely, he kills it on the banjo. Just, you can see the kind of style he has. Tons of, you know, he's got some songs that'll make you laugh, but just the talent on these and the songwriting ability and the sing-along factor of them makes it one of my favorite albums of all time. John Hartford, Aeroplane, 1971. If you don't know it, I'm not the only one that's shown it. That shows you how good it is. Next one I have, dug some more country out. This is Chris Christofferson, Silver Tongue Devil and I. So this is definitely outlaw country here. He had a great talent in songwriting. He's got the folky leaning too. He's not real outlaw in his music, but cool record cover. I've always liked it. Not a very expensive record. It must have been very accessible back in the day. It's not real rare, but on the Monument label, Chris Christofferson, Silver Tongue Devil and I. Next one I have is another singer-songwriter, country leanings, folk leanings, John Prine, 1971, his debut album. This is an OG. It's an OG, great condition on the vinyl, a little bit beat up ring wear there on the cover, but I was very happy to find that's got a great deal on it. A couple of guys have shown this one, but again, some of them you just love so much that you got to show for your 1971 favorites. This one, Aeroplane, is definitely one of those that I had to show, even though I've seen it in these videos. But there you go, John Prine's debut, self-titled album, 1971. And the last one I have is a very rare, I guarantee you I'll be the only one to show this. This is a folk album, Christian folk band. I believe these guys here were Mennonites. This is 1971 when there was a little bit of a hippie Christian music, Jesus people music, as they call it, little revolution going on with the after the Woodstock days. So this is Rebirth. This album here was released in 1971 from a label in Atlanta, Georgia, which is very cool. Lefebvre Sound. There's your label. But it is, yeah, man, it's good. You got that little bit of a worship flair to it. Great Christian, deep lyrics on some of the songs. Good harmonies. Great. Surprised by how good the folk guitar style of playing is. But a couple of cool things on this one is that they do some covers on this record. And they do, along with their own, individual written songs, you have them covering Summertime by Gershwin, and also Everybody's Talking by Fred Neil, and then they also cover and do a great job of Proud Mary by John Fogerty. So there you go, Rebirth, self-titled album from 1971. All right, Zach, love you. Great contest. Congratulations on 500 subs. See you in the morning for Record Store Day. We're going together with my mom, so should be fun. And hey, until next time, keep spinning that next play.